Hi, thank you once again for joining me on my program. Now today I'm going to bring a teaching on something I've entitled, Jesus, Follow Me. Really? Is that the way you want to say it? Well, not biblically, but maybe that's the way we really do say it. So, Jesus, follow me. Let's see what this is about today. If we go into Psalm chapter 128, verses 1 and 2, in the Passion Translation, let me read that quickly. Verse 1, How joyous are those who love the Lord and bow low before God, ready to obey Him. Your reward will be prosperity, happiness, and well-being. Wow. I like that reward, don't you? Prosperity. Who doesn't want more prosperity? Happiness. Who doesn't want more happiness? And well-being. Who doesn't want to feel well from head to toe? Such a reward. And often, I think we read verse 2 and we kind of skip verse 1 where it said to bow low and to be ready to obey. Obey what? His commands. And so, I think sometimes part of that reason that we may skip verse 1 is because we've heard in Psalm 23, verse 6, Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. It's like the spirit of surely goodness and mercy, well, they all follow behind me. Wherever I go, they're with me, they're behind me, wherever I go. But that's not really the correct order. Now, yes, that verse is true. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. You know, I finally one day decided that those were two angels God had given on assignment for us, to follow us all the days of our life. But what if it's the characteristics of God Himself, our Father? What if the more we obey God and His commandments, the longer the trail that's left behind us of goodness and mercy? It's like we leave a trail behind us. And it's the characteristics of God, our Father, goodness and mercy. So, I want to go on to look at, in the Psalm 23, while we're there, verse 1. The Lord is my shepherd. If you say that the Lord is your shepherd, then it makes sense to me that we must surely be the sheep. And if we are the sheep, shouldn't they be following the shepherd? Or do we, as sheep, try to lead the shepherd? I think all too often we try to lead the shepherd. Well, I don't do that. Well, let me give you an example. Because I think the strongest of all Christians still often slip into it. It's like a habit. A habit that we would probably say needs to be broken. But I have a busy day today. And so, Father, would you help me? I'm going to have to go over to so-and-so's, and I'm going over there, and I'm going over here. And I think I'm going to go over here today, too. Would you just be with me today and help me? Now, isn't that an awesome prayer? Really sounds pretty good, because I bet we've all prayed it. We wake up with a full agenda, and the good thing is that we do start off our day with prayer. But it's a very full agenda that we know we need to fulfill, and so we don't ask God, is there anything you want me to do for you today? I know that I have my full calendar, but I guess everything I've got can be laid aside. What do you want me to do today? Now, God knows your calendar. He probably helped to fill it. And so it's to be fulfilled. But the direction is so different, and the day can be so different when we ask the Father, Lord, what would you want of me today? Here is my calendar. Everything on it is negotiable. If you want me to change something, I'll change it. If you want to send somebody on my path today and it stops all my agenda, then I submit to that. I obey whatever it is that you want of my life today. And so the difference is who runs the calendar, who runs the agenda of the day. If we start off with asking the Father, what can we do for him today? It's closer to what Psalm 128 was talking about. The rewards are great, but first we must obey the Father. And the Psalm 23, we must be the sheep of his pasture. He is the shepherd. So we follow close behind. And then in Mark chapter 1, verse 17, in the Young's literal translation, and Jesus said to them, Come ye after me, and I will make you to become fishers of men. We are to follow Jesus. And when we do, the rewards are great. Yes, there's prosperity. Yes, there is health. And yes, there's happiness. But you know what else there is? There's souls that can be won. He said he would make us to become fishers of men if we would just follow behind Jesus. So I encourage us all today to obey Psalm 128. It says, Bow low. How joyous are those who love the Lord and bow low before God, ready to obey him. I challenge you and I challenge me to put a guard over our mouth and a guard over our prayer life and to encourage us both, you and me, to remember to ask Jesus, what can I do for you today? He knows my agenda. I want to know his. Thank you for staying with me today. Remember to like, share, tell a friend, and leave a comment. And by all means, subscribe. We want this channel to continue to grow. I teach it out of obedience to the Lord. And I hope each one of you that are listening, I hope there's something in it that's for every one of you. God bless you.